Here's the thing, guys. I'm fed up with all the negativity that people allow to be infused into their lives by people who, say you come to someone, a relative, with an idea, and you're like, I'm gonna start a business, and I'm gonna do this and this and this, and I'm gonna be successful at it. And they go, oh well, you can't start a business because the chances of failure are this percentage. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. Believe in yourself and go do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a professional athlete, go do it. How many people do you think told me I was stupid when I told them I wanted to be a professional bike rider? Spence, what do you think?
I don't even know. I'm going to say
it was a lot.
70%.
Yeah, a lot. And guess what? I did it because I knew I could do it. Spence, how many people probably were like, oh, you shouldn't get that college degree, the one you got?
Yeah.
You heard it?
Well, actually, probably not as many as biking.
But you heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
And guess what? You did it. You know what I'm saying? And how many people told us it was stupid to start a podcast? Oh, it's stupid. We did it. You know? How many people told Thomas Edison he was stupid for trying to make a light bulb? He failed 1,000 times before he made the light bulb. You know, how many people told Bill Clinton he was stupid for wanting to be president one day? Guess what? He did it. You know, you can do it. Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard. You don't think people were like, oh, what are you doing throwing away your life dropping out of Harvard? Guess what? He did it. Now he's the CEO of Microsoft and literally has the highest net worth in the world, guys. You can do it. Do not let your friends and family distract you from what you believe and your vision. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Shia LaBeouf.
I'm just tired of all these negative thoughts that literally control people's entire lives. There are people that let fear control their entire lives.
That's
you know,
true.
how many people are going to get to 80 years old, about to die, and look back and say, man, what if I did this? A lot of people are going to do that.
That's one of the greatest things.
I will not do that. You know what I'm saying? You, I hope, will not do that. Don't do that, guys. Do what you want to do. And if you fail, at least on your deathbed, you can look back and say, I literally did everything I could to live my dream. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it. I just wanted to vent a little bit and, keep it 100, you know.
Dropping it hot, Jay Viss.
So with that being said, let's call up a guy who lives this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's call him up, Nick Commodina.
NK.
Let me tell you about this guy. Business owner at the age of 21 years old, owns his own personal training facility, has people who work under him, has a huge array of clients, and just a go-getter. This guy doesn't take no for an answer, doesn't second-guess himself, and does what he says he's going to do. So let's call him up.
Hit him up.
Give these people a rant. You know what I'm saying? That'd be classic if he didn't pick it up.
Yo.
Nick Commodina, you're on the North County OGs. Welcome.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, you made it.
North County OGs?
Yep, you made it out the hood.
It's real.
Oh my gosh, this is a dream come true. I'm shaking.
Yeah, I would be.
What's up, y'all?
Well, let me kind of preface why I'm calling you right now. You know what I'm saying? I just went on a pretty good rant telling people, you know, like my boy Shia LaBeouf, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you set out to do, you can do it. You know, you just got to not let negative thoughts, which are abundant. Negative thoughts are abundant in today's society. You can't let those affect you. And you're, you know, a guy who lives the I'm just going to do it mentality. So I was just going to give you the floor and let you go on a little rant and tell the people, you know, how you got to where you're at and what you're doing.
So you just want to rant about the haters, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
About the haters. Well, here's one thing that I usually tell people the most is one thing I preach more than anything is if you surround yourself with mediocre people, you'll only ever be mediocre. You know, the only time there's ever a hater trying to bring you down is if it's somebody who has a mediocre life that doesn't want to see you get better than them, because that means they have to try harder to keep up with you. And it's easier for them to bring you down on their level and not let you succeed. Because everybody nowadays is just comfortable with being average. Average is the new craze for some reason. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. You know what I mean?
Believe that.
100%.
And you know, like I said, if people see you going in a direction that's going to make them look bad, they're going to try everything in their power to make you not want to do that because it makes them look bad.
Yep.
Success is a one-way path, and it's very lonely. Not many people, not many people have traveled it. It's always the road less traveled that's going to lead you to success. Even if that means not going out partying anymore, if that means not hanging out with that group of friends anymore. You know, picture it like this. If you hang out with these mediocre friends and you just met this successful businessman, and the difference between hanging out with the two is if you hang out with those mediocre guys, 3 years down the road, you're still mediocre. If you start hanging out with that businessman 3 years from now, you're a millionaire because you listen to what he had to say.
Woo. Yeah.
Which one would you rather do?
You got to go the latter route. And what I'm going to say too here is you know, I actually met Nick just pretty recently. He was actually, this is supposed to be his second time on, but we had a technical difficulty. And since then, like, you know, the first time he was here was the first time I met him. And since then, him and I have become, you know, pretty tight friends. We kick it a couple times a week, work out, hit the pool, this and that. And what I like about it is, like he said, you know, we both choose to hang out with our group of friends, whoever that is, because when I hang out with him and his girlfriend and his whole group of people, I can tell they're well thought out and well put together because we all have great conversation that pushes the mind forward and doesn't let any negative thoughts into our circle.
Yep.
And I try to do that with all my groups of friends, and that's part of the reason Spence is on this podcast with me, is because he also lives a mentality of positivity and, you know, the mindset that you can do it rather than making excuses why you cannot do it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just some friendships come so naturally because you know that the other party has kind of a similar vision, even if it may not be the exact same, it's kind of the same, as Nick put it, the less traveled road.
And who do you want to hang out with? You want to hang out with somebody who tells you, you know, like whatever you're doing is cool and you know, you can do that, or you want to hang out with somebody who's the hater and is like, no, maybe you shouldn't do that, or maybe don't do that because you could fall, you could fail.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, you know, I do this segment on my YouTube channel where I have my viewers message in and ask me any questions they have about fitness or life or anything like that, and I'll answer them in a video vlog. And I had this one guy message me in saying, you know, he really wants to start taking his body serious and eating right and all that. But the only problem is all the friends he hangs out with party every weekend. And he said he is not mentally strong enough to be able to break away from the peer pressure of them saying, like, you know, come on, you got to come out and drink with us. Don't be a loser. Let's go. Come on, you know. So he's so caught up with that group of negative friends that he can't even pull himself away to do what he actually wants to do. And that's just toxic.
So toxic. Yeah. And
I think there's a lot of people there for sure.
I think a lot of people are in spaces where honestly they don't want to be. I think a lot of people when they're by themselves and maybe are in the car or just kind of driving with some personal time to think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are not happy with where they're at. And really, Nick is on the money. It comes down to people, you're going to be what that